Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review The Phantom. And this new documentary is from director Patrick Forbes, who's previously done some work on films related to Brexit. And this is about Carlos DeLuna, who was arrested in 1993 at the age of 21 for the murder of Wanda Lopez and prosecuted and sentenced to execution, despite the fact that it was a different Carlos who committed this crime. And this true crime documentary focuses on the miscarriage of justice and trying to figure out what the truth was and what really happened here. And this film, if you watch this film, you know this is pretty standard true crime affair. You could have definitely seen this film in many places that just pump out true crime documentaries. It's very straightforward in terms of how things are played out in this film. It does a fine and respectable job in terms of trying to make it a little more cinematic. There's dramatizations with the people involved at this more advanced age because, this is almost 30-year-old case. I'm almost 30. And this film has those people reenacting certain things in their offices or reenacting in a courtroom. And it brings a little bit of extra drama and a little bit more of a dynamic approach to this documentary instead of just pointing a camera at people and interviewing them. The filming looks a little bit more crisp and a little bit more dynamic than your standard just point a documentary camera at somebody. And this is a really important story because it is a horrible injustice. Because not only did they prosecute this young man who was completely innocent, but the person who did it was a serial killer and continued to kill people. And you get these emotional human stories of some of the survivors that interacted with this person. And there's one particular woman, it was a very emotional sequence in this film that kind of elevated the film a little bit than some of your just standard true crime affair. And this film is something that is set up, it's portrayed, it's done in a pretty straightforward way. I don't think Forbes is trying to recreate the wheel here with anything in particular that's different or purely dynamic or unique, but it is a story that is worth telling and a cautionary tale of how badly things can screw up. And it takes some time to look a little bit more broadly. There's a clip with George W. Bush when he was governor at the time and really putting a commentary on the death penalty. But the film is for the most part focusing specifically on this case, and I think it was an informative and interesting experience. This definitely feels like something that should just be dropping on Netflix though. And it feels a little bit cinematic, but it doesn't feel like a film I'm gonna watch in a theater. This definitely feels like something that Netflix would pump out, along with their sea of other true crime documentaries or documentary series. But in the end, The Phantom is an interesting and important story. So I hope people go check this out and spend the time, the hour and 22 minutes to sit and watch this documentary and hear about this story. Because, like I said, it's important and significant and still a problem today. But those are my thoughts on The Phantom. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.